I need to look into getting a new mouse eventually, but
I said, now, ladies. Yeah. Are you smiling about Patrick? What are we doing here?
Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Hard Reset, a Cold North production. I am your host, Patrick the Law Morris. Joining me this week, we have gorgeous Ben Reynolds.
Meow.
And the tenacious Tim Miller.
why, hello there.
Touching himself.
Not touching himself, he's not.
That's what you think.
Coming up on Hard Reset, number 123, 123. We'll be discussing what we're hoping for from the very first major Xbox Series X event. The next entry in the Assassin's Creed series is finally official, and Nintendo is finally giving their customers options that really should have happened a really long time ago. But then...
And only in one country.
And only in one country. But then, for our topic of the show, we're going to be talking about special editions. But before we get to all of that, I want to know what you guys have been playing this week. So, Ben, tell me what you've been playing.
I've been grinding hard in the Warzone. I got 2 wins in a row at one time, and then we followed that up with a 7th.
Nice.
Pretty nice. But the 2 wins were really nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just grinding.
So it's been about 6 weeks now that Warzone's been out. Almost 2 months.
Something like that. We're in season 3 now, baby.
And so how do you feel it compares, like, now that you've had some time with it?
Honestly, like, I kind of like the fast-paced nature of it compared to, like, Apex. Like, I honestly haven't played Apex. I haven't gone back to Apex since I started playing Warzone, really.
So it just totally saw your attention away from Apex.
Yeah, like, it's just so much faster paced, so I just enjoy that. And it, like, I mean, it's not as, like, people aren't as bullet spongy and stuff, so
yeah,
it's a little bit more satisfying too.
It's something I noticed is, like, it took me a really long time to get any kills in Apex. It was like several nights before I got like 1 kill. But like my very first round of Warzone, it was like multiple kills because it's just, I mean, it's Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
So, Tim, have you played Warzone?
Multiplayer too.
I have. I've played a little bit of it. Not nearly as much as Ben has, but I do enjoy it. I like it a lot more than I did Apex. It's a lot more forgiving, especially with the gulag, allowing you to get back into the game if you can outweight your opponent, which I really do enjoy.
Yeah,
the biggest problem I have, and one of the main reasons I haven't played it lately, is that their servers have been just completely overloaded due to the whole situation that we're in.
Oh,
and yeah. I have so many lag issues dealing with that, and it's not worth playing at that point.
Yeah.
I've found that the biggest issues are with the crossplay chat, and so it's like annoying.
That makes sense.
Trying to crossplay, because then the crossplay chat it's like half the time it doesn't work, half the time it does, and it's just like one person can't hear 3 people or something like that, and it's just so frustrating. So the best experiences I've had have been when I've been playing with like 4 people on Xboxes.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, them hosting even more data, doing like voice chat on top of the actual game.
And having to send all that Xbox Live data back to their server to send to the PC and send back to the user. Yeah, I can see how that would definitely get lost in translation.
And Ben, you said you bought Modern Warfare for the multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
How
I've
you
just
liking
been
that?
playing some team deathmatch. It's fun. It's funny because like on all the maps that are like are older maps, I'm just like really good. Like I noticed that my kill death ratio is like 1.5 or higher on all of those maps, and then the maps that I don't know, I'm just like run around the corner dead, run around the corner dead,
Just
run
point
around
two.
the corner dead. Like not that bad, fortunately, but like usually, like I try to keep it around at least one. But yeah, it's like what to the point where like there was this one game where I was playing on a map that I was not at all familiar with, and I was just like, I'm not even having fun, so I'm just gonna quit and join another match because I'm like really blowing this for my team if they like have any hopes of winning.
Trust me, guys, you're better off without me.
Exactly. I'll throw somebody else in here for you, maybe.
Yeah. So that's actually, it's interesting that there is that distinction between the old and the new maps for you, because this Modern Warfare was the first Call of Duty in a really long time that they actually kind of broke away from that 3-lane like template for their maps. And so maybe you play really well in 3-lane Call of Duty maps, but they didn't really make a ton of those for this one. So I know they caught a lot of heat for it at the beginning.
That could be. It is. Yeah. Well, and it seems like the ones where I really struggle are the ones where there's like lots of buildings with crazy weird like sight lines in all sorts of different directions. And then like there are times where I'm just like, I don't even understand how that dude saw me. Like,
yeah,
to the point where I just think that some of these guys just know the maps and know where people are going to run and just start shooting in those areas and stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's one earlier where a guy I'm almost positive just did exactly that, and I was just like, what the fuck, like.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty, but like I commend them for making maps that are kind of breaking away from their typical design, because people are getting pretty sick of the 3-lane formula. But at the same time, like, it's not like their newer maps that are less formulaic are also significantly more flawed. So it's kind of a give and take, and you just gotta. I don't know. I'm not gonna complain about them, but also I'm not playing the game, so.
Yeah.
But
Fair
Tim,
enough.
what about you? What have you been playing?
So this week I finished both Final Fantasy VII Remake, which was very well done. I still got a lot of extra shit to do, but they did a really good job with that. I finished Tales of Berseria as well. Another great entry in the series. I'd say in the upper half, definitely not the best, but still pretty good. And also destroyed Ori within 6 hours, so that was nice.
Yeah, you sat down. I'm sorry I wasn't like when you messaged and you were like, "Hey, I'm going to be in this chat if anyone wants to come hang out." I was already asleep. Otherwise, I would have been there. But yeah. So Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
I was thinking about buying it. I decided not to because it's like I feel like they go too hard in the anime direction.
They really do. A lot of the character animations and just the way that they act feels very much like that. At a point, it did detract from the game because I think it was Chapter 8. There's a good 30 minutes to an hour of just cutscene play and walk 5 feet for another cutscene. Just to do a lot of story stuff, which I mean, I get you kind of need to have it somewhere, but at the same time, like I was just like, all right, I want to get back to the action. I want to start fighting some enemies some more. I want to feel like I'm actually progressing instead of standing in the same town at 5 different points getting a cutscene.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, not great cutscenes. Like some of the cutscenes were fantastic, but others were very, very.
A lot of them are actual in-engine cutscenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Which start just like immediately as soon as you hit a point. There are a few, however, that look fantastic, that are just like actual pre-rendered cutscenes, and those ones are beautiful. Like the opening cutscene of the game is that.
Yeah.
You've got a couple of cutscenes towards the end. The one where Cloud gets his motorcycle, one that's pretty infamous, looks absolutely gorgeous in this. So.
Yeah, and that's always I don't like it when games do like in-engine and like an equal share of in-engine and pre-rendered because you
can tell. You can definitely tell.
It makes the in-engine ones look terrible
by comparison. Absolutely.
And I mean, that was honestly one of my biggest problems with Horizon Zero Dawn is they did all their cutscenes in engine, and it was like, this is so like this could be so much better. But they did them all in engine, and so that was actually an in-engine cutscene is the reason I stopped playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider, was because I was just watching it and I was like, why did they do this in engine? Like this is a major story beat, and it's directed so unbelievably terribly that I just can't get on board with this. So I just stopped playing the game. But
I can understand where you're coming from that.
So overall, because you're a big Final Fantasy fan,
I'd give it an 8, honestly. I'd give it an 8. There are definitely a few flaws. It's a lot of fun. It retells pretty much the first, I guess you could say, quarter of the game.
Right.
Within this this remake. And yeah, they added a lot of stuff from later game than I thought they would, which was kind of surprising, but definitely a nice little twist. Yeah, overall, not too bad. I'm excited to see where they go with the rest of it. So
nice. I have also been playing Call of Duty, but not the Call of Duty Ben has been playing. I bought Modern Warfare 2 Remastered.
And now, I've heard there are some issues with that one.
Yes. So it's honestly like shocking how they let these things through, because it's just straight up not registering shots. So, and like the first time I ran into this problem was in the no Russian level, and I had major problems with like, because if you don't kill the SWAT team fast enough, Makarov says like, I don't have time for cowards, and he comes and kills you. Like he hunts you down and kills you. Mm-hmm. And like, it was, I mean, the SWAT team has these riot shields, and so like the fastest way to get rid of them is with grenades or your grenade launcher. And there were like legitimately several times that I would shoot the grenade launcher and it just wouldn't do anything. Like it wouldn't explode, nothing. And so I was wondering, like, I guess are the grenades still timed even though they're coming out of a launcher? But then there were other times where I would shoot and they would explode on impact, and it was just so like aggravatingly frustrating, because it was just like, why isn't this working? I'm not doing anything wrong. And then in the next level I saw, or maybe a couple levels later, I saw the same thing happening over and over again with like, I would shoot some guy and it would just not register, to the point that I would like unload a clip into a guy and he wouldn't even react. And so it's not the game is just like they're too spongy. It's that it's literally a bug. And so there's major responsiveness issues with the game. And in certain scenes, like the no Russian level, and then also the chase through Brazil, it's extremely frustrating, to the point that I was ready to just quit the game, but I spent $20 on it, so I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, I mean, $20 not a bad price to pay for a remaster of an older game.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, those are some critical issues that do need to be fixed.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's Zach and I were talking about it a little bit, and it's like it's very jarring because it looks like a new Call of Duty game, but it plays like an old Call of Duty game. So
I'm guessing sliding isn't a thing either.
No sliding, and there are so many times when I want to slide. But
can no longer slide in them DMs, boy. Sad day.
Yeah. Ben, I know that you were actually, Tim, you were interested too. So you guys were both interested in buying the game. Are you still interested, or are you gonna wait until you hear about the issues are fixed?
I'm probably gonna wait at this point. Like, those are some pretty big flaws. Like, if I can barely, like, if I have to unload a clip into a guy and he's not gonna die and he's not a juggernaut, then yeah, there's an issue.
Yeah.
I was never really that interested because the main thing that I got it for was multiplayer, and I don't even think it has multiplayer. So
yeah, and it's campaign only, so that makes sense for you. Yeah. So interesting. I'm it's always fun to hear what you guys have been playing, but it's time for the news at now.
When is it?
It's the news
Now.
show. We are now a news show, so we bring you news. Yeah.
All right. So starting off the news at now with one of our biggest topics, I would say probably our biggest news topic of the week. Microsoft announced late last week via the official Xbox Twitter account that there will be an Inside Xbox event on May 7th where they will show the first look at Xbox Series X gameplay. What's that?
So
That is Thursday. That is 2 days away.
Yeah, we're 2 days away. Well, so Ben, you said Halo Infinite, right?
because that's the only game that's definitely coming out at launch, isn't it?
So actually, Halo Infinite is not definitely coming out at launch. Phil Spencer has been very upfront about saying, like, we won't delay the console for a game, and we won't delay a game for the console, and we won't delay. No, wait. I think he's saying that he said that they won't delay the console for Halo. So if Halo gets pushed, which is starting to look like a possibility, they're not going to delay the Series X to launch with Halo.
That's going to hurt the launch.
Yeah.
Halo does not launch with it.
Yeah. I definitely agree. But no, so they actually interestingly said that there will not be first party titles at Inside Xbox this week. So it's going to be third party only.
Well, that'll be good. We'll be able to see what actually has already been started to be developed for both consoles.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I was excited about, is like the idea of we're going to get announcements probably on Thursday. Yep. And so I was wanting to get you guys' take, and what do you guys think is going to get announced by third parties?
Cyberpunk 20 whatever year that thing was. I would be very surprised if that's not featured.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that thing's been in development hell for a while. This would be the best time for them to make a comeback and be like, yeah, we're coming out with the Xbox Series X.
Well, it's coming out in September.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. So they'll probably have an Xbox Series X version to go along with it.
Yeah,
so,
probably.
And it would be a great time for them to repress that, hey, we are coming out.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
New Call of Duty.
Oh, that's something that's interesting. I guess I hadn't thought about that.
They've been with PlayStation
for a long time,
haven't they?
For the entirety of this generation, and that would be a huge get for Microsoft. But like right around now, like early May is kind of when Microsoft, or is kind of when Activision usually announces the new Call of Duty. So that does line up historically, Ben. Do you guys, what do you guys think the new Call of Duty is going to be?
I mean, we've just got Modern Warfare, so we could possibly see a Black Ops again. Black Ops 5, whatever the hell they want to do with that.
Yeah, it would be 5.
I don't know. I don't see
Ghosts 2.
I mean, I was just about to say that Ghost 2 is a possibility. I don't think we'll do Infinite Warfare again because I'm pretty sure that one was pretty hated by the community.
Oh, Ghosts is the most hated one.
The zombies in Infinite was actually cool.
Okay.
For sure.
I don't think they'll do Ghosts 2. I don't think they'll do Infinite 2. I think it's going to be Black Ops 5.
Out of all of them, that's like the safest.
Or they would, like, I could see them doing something like they did with, because like this one, the one they just did is called Modern Warfare instead of being Modern Warfare 4.
Oh, do like a soft reboot of Black Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
I mean, they've also been like going back and doing their World War I, World War II. Maybe we'll get something in Korea or Vietnam.
Ooh, like a Black Ops prequel.
Well, because Black Ops 1 starts out in Vietnam.
Black Ops 1 takes place entirely in Vietnam.
Yep.
And actually, there is a Black Ops prequel, and it's called World at War.
But wasn't that technically like a World War II one, though?
Yeah, but World at War is technically part of the Black Ops canon.
Yeah.
So...
Well, and then because the zombie stuff is tied in.
Yeah, and there are characters from the World at War campaign that are referenced throughout the Black Ops campaign. So, no, but that would be a huge get. That's a good idea, Ben. Possibly the new Battlefield, or do you guys think maybe it's too early for that?
I think it's too early for that. I mean, although they are shutting down their updates for that, as well as Battlefront 2, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get another Battlefield.
Maybe a new Battlefront.
New Battlefront would be nice.
Well,
Battlefront 3.
The reason that I suggest Battlefield over Battlefront is because they announced that that there will be a new Battlefield in 2021. So like they've already announced that there's going to be a new Battlefield game in 2021. They just haven't told us like what it is or what it's called or when it's like specifically when in the year it's coming.
If it's going to be in 2021, don't you think that that's not going to probably be part of this? Because
well, that's what I'm saying.
Don't you think that this would probably be games that are going to come out this year?
Well, that's what I was saying is like, is it still too far out for that? And I think if it's early 2021, maybe, because that's still kind of like Q1 2021 is kind of launch window for Series X. Like we're in, I mean, it's kind of months, like it'll be months, 4, 5, or like 3, 4, and 5 for the Series X. And so if Battlefield can hit Q1 2021, then maybe I could see it on Thursday, but like anything later than that, I don't see it happening.
I'd be very surprised if it came out of Q1 2021, only because they haven't shown anything on it yet.
And Battlefield is a Q4 game.
Yeah.
Well, so like what's like a game no, that's a PlayStation exclusive. I'm just like trying to think of like what were the first third-party games out on this gen that are not like regular titles. Like we could also just see like 2K or Madden or some shit like that too.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we'll probably see Madden. I think that we'll see Watch Dogs.
Really? Another one?
I mean, they've already announced it.
What if we just see more of
Valhalla.
AC? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, but I figured since we'd be talking about it a little bit later,
Yeah,
might not be really too.
So no, that's actually, we can kind of fold those two things in because, so, I mean, last week we got the launch trailer for Valhalla. What do you guys think of it?
Honestly, I didn't watch the trailer. I'm interested, definitely.
Yeah, I haven't
I
watched
guess
it
I'm
either.
not interested enough to watch the trailer, but
Yeah,
I'm interested.
That's
I
really
haven't watched
interesting to me because I'm not at all interested in this game. But like, and Tim, I know historically you've been a fan.
I was a fan up like through Black Flag. After that, I kind of dropped off. I played them here and there, but nothing like substantial. And I just don't give a shit about them now. I played maybe 30 minutes of Origins and was like, haven't touched Odyssey. And if Vikings is going to be the same way, then
Well, Ben,
I've
you've been
heard pretty
flirting
good
with the
things
idea
about
of Odyssey.
Odyssey. Yeah.
So it's
I'm
interesting to me that you guys didn't even
forward to
watch
that.
it.
I just don't care about the series anymore. It's dead to me. As soon as Desmond died way back in
the
3, like the story went derailed and it just doesn't matter anymore. It's just small mini stories now instead of one overarching huge thing. So I don't give a flying fuck anymore.
Yeah. There's the whole like the whole like real world story just sucks so bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
They pretty much just blew it up.
True.
I mean, arguably, like the majority of the story and gameplay has all been mini stories, anyways, like throughout history.
Yeah.
But there's still an overarching kind of thing, like, oh, hey, we're still fighting the Templars. We got to find all this shit to beat them, but we can only do that by going into the past. Now it just doesn't seem like it matters. Now we're just going into the past to go into the past.
Yeah, and I feel like every time they make a new Assassin's Creed game, it's a new opportunity for them to just ditch the modern day storyline and act like it never happened, and just make each Assassin's Creed game a new field trip into a different historical period. And so I'm like, what do you guys think the odds are that they'll do that this time?
0. Absolute 0.
Ben?
I mean, they might, because like the Vikings didn't even like write things that really like. I mean, they wrote runes and shit like that. So like, it's gonna be hard to be like, yeah, this. Well, I guess I don't know how they connected, like the Egyptians
Their memories.
And but to the whole like Templar, and I don't understand how the Egyptians and the Greeks got connected to the Templars there.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, at this point, it's...
And that's like they almost leaned too heavily on like the whole like religion thing.
Yeah, fair enough. But I do fully expect us to see more Valhalla on Thursday. I mean, I'm not gonna buy the game. Like,
I don't plan on getting it.
I have no interest. Maybe it'll come out and finally push Odyssey down to that $6 mark for Ben.
Hopefully.
And maybe we'll finally,
once the new Assassin's Creeds come out, they typically drop off like a rock down to like $10.
Yeah, that's true. I remember, which one was it? Unity, the French one.
Mm-hmm.
It was regularly available for like sub $10.
Yeah.
So maybe this will work out to your favor, Ben.
We shall
Hopefully.
see. So I mean, Ubisoft is always kind of there at launch for consoles. Like they even like Yves Guillemot has said in interviews that it's something that is like a defining part of the company and their image, and so they're there at launch. So I think that we'll probably see quite a bit of Valhalla. I think that we'll see Watch Dogs Legion, and kind of get a better idea of what's going on with those. Maybe a new Rayman game.
I think you're pushing it there.
Origins and Legends was pretty well received.
They were very well received, but that was what, 6 years ago?
Don't remind me.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
It doesn't give me hope in that respect.
Anyone else? Any other dark horses you see making an appearance?
Sunset Overdrive
NCAA 2020.
NCAA probably not going to happen for legal reasons. Sunset Overdrive 2.
But it could if they've in if they like because legally they could do it now.
How so?
Because they can pay players.
Oh, okay. So no, that would actually be really cool.
That would be big news.
Yeah, no, that would be really cool. Sunset Overdrive 2, definitely not going to happen.
Oh yeah, no, I just pulled that out of my ass. I was like, what's a launch title that came out with the one that will never come out again?
I mean, there is the possibility because Sunset Overdrive kind of has a pretty cult following, but it would just have to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive.
Why would it be a PS5 exclusive?
Because Insomniac owns the IP, and Sony owns Insomniac.
That is fair. I forgot that Insomniac had control of that game.
Yep.
All right, so forget everything I just said.
So yeah, I mean, and then like let's, I guess, cap it off with just dream announcement. The if you could just have one game, third party, randomly appear on the Series X stage, what would it be?
Tracy Morgan's porn video game.
Okay. I was going for something a bit more realistic, but okay. Tim?
I thought you said dream.
I mean, I guess you dream bigger than I do, Ben.
I guess a port for Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair.
Oh, really?
That was really well done. Yep.
Okay. I would love to see Ubisoft bring back Splinter Cell.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those in a while, have we?
We have not had a Splinter Cell since 2013. So it's time for the big guy to come back. And like his home was originally on Xbox. I would love to see a Splinter Cell announcement on the Series X stage. But moving on, Ben, I think you have a little bit to tell us about Nintendo and their boneheaded decisions.
So Nintendo has finally decided to start to allow people to order customized Switches where you get you can get Joy-Cons that are different colors and all sorts of things like that. But it's only available in Japan right now. And here we are 3 years after the Switch came out.
Which just blows my mind. Like,
yeah.
As soon as they started introducing other colors, I was thinking, oh, there's going to be like almost on par with like Microsoft's whatever Design Lab where you can customize your own controller. I was like, oh, they're going to let you customize like what color Joy-Con you get and the back plate and the buttons. Nope. That was pretty naive.
Not till now.
Well, and not even now. Like, even now, it's like the existing colors and only in Japan.
Well, the existing colors, but you can also get some of them. You can get like 2 purple or 2 yellow or
That's
whatever.
true.
Like there, so you can get double. You can get 2 packs of combos that you have not. Well, but actually, I think in Japan, a lot of those color combinations you can actually get. Like, I think you can get 2 purple Joy-Cons in Japan.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I think we as Americans just kind of get dicked.
We just get shafted. But
America and the rest of the world just get when it comes to that. Nintendo's always going to be pandering more to the Japanese market.
Well, and
that makes sense.
Nintendo also launched that there was that Switch bundle that came. It was a standard Switch that came without a dock. And it was basically like, hey, if you already have a dock and you want like another person in your house wants their own Switch, buy this one. And I think it was like $220 or something. You saved like you essentially
slashed the cost of a dock pretty much.
And not even that. Like it was you would be spending, by buying them separately, you would be spending like an extra $10. But
that was only available in Japan.
Only available in Japan.
Yep.
Which was just so stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
I can see it from more of a business perspective. Test it in Japan. If it does well, move it to the rest of the world. That's kind of what I'm feeling their thinking is on this. But at the same time, yeah, we should be able to customize your Switches.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like this is maybe indicative of more customization options on their way, like themes and whatnot?
I don't know.
Well, because like they already have like themed ones for like they have the Animal Crossing one and like they have some themed ones.
No, I'm talking about like system themes. So like software.
Oh,
What, you mean like getting a Metroid specific one like we've gotten with Animal Crossing and Mario Odyssey? Something like that?
No. I'm talking about like in the software for like the OS making, themes were really big on the 3DS. And they're kind of like they're on the PlayStation, but like how you can like customize the look of the software and the
background and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, having light and dark theme. I mean, for me, that's all I really need. I don't spend a whole lot of time on my main menu, so
yeah, I don't really go to my home screen that often.
Yeah,
or
it's
for much longer than 10 seconds at a time.
But like, even if I did, and even if there were options, I don't want anything besides dark mode.
Yeah, you don't really need anything else.
Yeah, I also like their store is not the most appealing because it's fucking bright orange, but
so yeah, their store sucks.
That UI, but
it's
I don't think that's gonna happen.
But themes are something that a lot of like, so I'm subscribed to the 3DS subreddit, and a lot of people on there seem to really miss themes, and they want like the 3DS themes to make the jump to Switch, and they're just, I don't get it.
Do they want the front facing camera that can track your eyesight too?
Probably
make it 3D.
Probably. No, but so I don't know. It's not something that I really get, but I don't think it's coming anyways. So, but yeah, no, I feel like this is way like it's long overdue for the Joy-Cons.
Yep. Unfortunately, we don't get it, so it's fuck about nothing. We don't.
So it's still overdue.
Yeah, we still don't get it. So we can't even give them a pass on that.
Like I'm curious if when they do if they do launch it here, if then you'll be able to just order, because like currently you can't just order two Joy-Cons
of whatever color,
two Joy-Cons that you want. Yeah, through it, you have to be ordering a brand new Switch. So I'm curious if they'll add that availability eventually, and if they did, if that would come to America as well, because. That would be kind of nice if you could just, because like honestly, I wouldn't mind having just both purple or both like blue or something like that Joy-Cons. Like right now, I have a gray pair and then I have the Wario colored pair, which like I like the Wario colored pair, but I would also be okay with both being purple.
Yeah, I would like to be able to. I would like to see the option to be able to buy, like Ben, like you said, any color you want, but also one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, and you can buy like a single one that's like got the D-pad and stuff like that, like the different D-pads.
Yeah, from third parties.
Like, it's got an actual D-pad. No, you can buy the single. You can buy the single Nintendo ones even too.
Nintendo makes a first party one with a D-pad.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Didn't
I've only ever seen it at Target.
I know Hori makes one and makes the box up to look like a Nintendo box.
I guess maybe I got fooled by that, but I'm pretty sure the one I was looking at was Nintendo.
But that'd be crazy. But no, I think that would be like let us buy one at a time, especially right now when they're not doing repairs. It's like I have 2 Joy-Con that have drift right now, just sitting around waiting.
But that's just because your wife plays
too much Animal Crossing.
9 hours of Animal Crossing a day.
Okay, I did the math.
Like a full-time job.
I did the math last weekend, and as of last weekend, literally every single day, not like weekdays, every single day since release, she has played on average more than 7 hours.
Jesus fucking Christ, Jill.
It's That's absurd. Insane. But
like I can play for 10 minutes at a time, and I don't understand how she.
Yeah, I get bored with it after about maybe 30 minutes.
She'll like she will be like she'll have island tours on the TV while she's playing, like YouTube island tours on the TV while she's playing on her Switch, and then like she has to go put her Switch on the dock to charge, and then like I hear Animal Crossing noises on the other side of the bed, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's watching Animal Crossing TikToks, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Animal Crossing TikToks? Oh God.
She just texted me and said not to talk shit about her.
Has she watched Dell or No Dell?
I don't know.
Basically Deal or No Deal, but with Animal Crossing. It's pretty cute.
You would have to ask her. You should probably send her a link. She'll probably like it.
I'll see if I can find it.
But yeah, no. So yeah, that's pretty cool about the Joy-Cons. But now it's time for the topic of the show.
Topic in the shoe.
All right, so topic of the show. I just wanted to talk about special editions with you guys, because these are something that, well, I guess depending on your like definition of special edition, I might like them, but I like
the only one there's like 3 that I've ever really liked.
Let me guess. I know one of them is R2-D2.
Yes, that is my favorite special edition all time.
Okay, I'm gonna guess that you liked the PS4 Pro that was the Leviathan axe.
That one I wasn't that crazy about.
Okay, all right. What are the other 2?
Spider-Man. I liked the Spider-Man PS4 Pro.
Interesting. Okay,
that one was pretty sick. I just thought the red was cool.
It was really
and then
bold.
having the Spider-Man logo. Yeah. And then honestly, I guess the other thing I was thinking about was the C-3PO controller that came with the R2-D2.
I was thinking about the other one too. I was thinking about the same one twice. It was just that cool.
Yeah, more or less. Then that was Xbox 360. Yeah, that shit was so fucking cool.
It was, and the fact that it made a little R2-D2 sound when you turned it on instead of the regular Xbox beep.
Man, if you had turned it on with the controller and in the controller it had, but that like if it had been like a PlayStation controller with a speaker and it had C-3PO, human cyborg relations.
I'm a freak. Yeah. So Ben, I know you're a big fan of that Star Wars one. Tim, are there any special edition consoles that really jump out at you?
So I actually own a couple, which I really love. I actually own 3 different ones.
I didn't know that.
Yep. I own the Special Metroid 3DS, which has Samus on the front of it. Absolutely love this one. Great design. Black on the inside, and the back's actually pretty cool too.
Yeah,
it's got the Metroid symbol on it.
I like the color scheme there. Like
Samus's the orange and the gold.
Yellow, gold.
The coloration is absolutely fantastic on this one. The next one that I have is my PlayStation 4. It was the Battlefront 1 Darth Vader Special Edition that's got Vader's helmet on it.
Oh, I didn't know you had that.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I haven't updated to the Pro, because I don't want to get rid of it. It looks so nice.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I absolutely love that one. And then my last one was my 360, which was completely at random, picked up from GameStop. Because, long story short, lent my 360 to somebody, they pawned it, and then skipped town.
Oh,
So I never was able to get it back from them. Yeah, so I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm out of 360. Let's go buy another one. Bought one from GameStop, like in one of those like
boxes,
random
like,
boxes they had,
brown box,
and it turned out to be the Modern Warfare 2 Special Edition Xbox 360, and it looks pretty cool. Like, it's got the
Yeah, I remember that one.
yeah, it's got the army gray. It's got a
That
little
was
bit
a
darker.
slim, wasn't it?
Yep.
And it was once they had already switched to the slim.
yeah.
So that one's pretty nice.
So yeah, I thought that one was pretty cool. Now, I also do like the Halo 4 Xbox 360. Even though I don't own it, that one does look really cool with the see-through, being able to see all the parts inside of it.
I like the Halo 4 one.
Andrew's PS4 Pro is fucking sick too.
Andrew's PS4 Pro is awesome. That so I guess I do like special editions, but I like the special editions that I'm never going to be able to get. So like, for example, Andrew's PS4 Pro. Also, there was the
well, and that's like the see-through purple N64. Does that count as a special edition?
Go ahead, Tim.
I guess you could consider that, but there were like 6 different colors that you could get for see-through. The only special edition,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The only special edition I think I would consider for the N64 would be the Pikachu edition. That was like an extra wide N64 that had the little Pikachu on it.
Yeah,
that came with Hey You Pikachu.
I forgot about that one.
Well, there was the Jungle Green N64 that came with DK64 bundled, and that's that's not the 64 I had growing up, because I got my 64 before that was the thing, but that's the 64 that I have now. And I really like that one. I also really like the 20-year anniversary. I think it was 20-year anniversary PS4, the gray one.
Oh yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah, and then
it looked like the PlayStation.
Yeah, it looked like the original PlayStation. And then one of my favorites.
The controller had like some stuff to look more like a DS1.
It was, so the controller was themed the same way, and for a while
it was still a DS4, obviously.
Yeah.
And for a while they would let you they sold them separately, and now those controllers actually have one, and those controllers are very expensive now. So like
sell yours?
No, I'm not going to sell it. Jillian bought it for me actually as I think it was a birthday present, but
nice.
Yeah, you should probably sell
it. But no, I mean, maybe I should, because then I'll be able to pay for the Joy-Con she's going through. She got the Wario ones, and she was like, because when it occurred to me that she's playing this game so much that she's going to start ripping through Joy-Con, I took my neon red and blue Joy-Con, because those are the ones I like, and I gave her my gray ones. And the gray one got drift. And so like I set up the claim, the replacement, and then I gave her the red one back. And so she was playing with red and gray for a while, and then the red one got drift. And so we didn't have another left Joy-Con. So we had to buy another set, and so she picked out the Wario ones, and then she's playing with them for like 10 minutes, and she goes, "I just think my Switch would be so cute if it were purple and blue." And I'm like, "Fuck! I mean, you're gonna get to it eventually, so here you can just have the blue one." So now she's wrapping the purple and blue.
Nice.
But yeah, maybe I should sell that PlayStation controller, because it would pay for all of her Joy-Con. But
Possibly.
But there's so one of my favorite special edition consoles ever is the Simpsons. I think it was the Simpsons game, Xbox 360. It's like yellow and it looks like Homer's face.
I liked that game. That game was awesome.
It's a very underappreciated game, but it's like yellow and it has Homer's face. Tim, are you looking for a picture of it?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the console.
Okay. Yeah, that one was one of my favorites. I also really liked the Halo 3 Xbox 360, the one that was like the olive green of Master Chief's armor. I thought that one was pretty sick. And then I guess you could say like actually I'll get you guys's take on this. Would you consider like a yeah, that's the one. I think that 360 is so fucking cool. Would you guys say that like
It's pretty cool. I like the yellow controller.
Yeah, for sure.
Have that in the baby little boy blue.
I like this one better.
Oh, the Gears one. I actually like the Gears
that.
5 Xbox One X.
Dislike everything about all of those.
That one I like that Halo 3 Xbox 360 a lot.
Yeah, that one is pretty good.
So would you guys consider like because I have the white PS4 Pro and the white Xbox One X, would you guys call that a special edition?
I wouldn't.
Technically,
I wouldn't, because they were readily available and they weren't like specifically for like a specific event or a specific game. I don't think I would classify it as one.
So you can't get them anymore. Actually, I think you can still get the white Xbox One X, but you can't get the white PS4 Pro anymore.
Yeah.
It's fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't know.
Yeah, that Modern Warfare 3 one looks pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were like back in like the 360 era, there were a lot of really, really well done special editions.
Ben's just smiling because he sees that R2D2 console. It's
Yo,
just too cool.
It's beautiful.
And then, so Tim, would you say that the Spice Orange GameCube is special edition?
Yeah, I would personally. God, it was a Japan only exclusive if I remember correctly.
It is.
So I'd call that special edition worthy if it wasn't released to the entirety of the world.
I would love to have a Spice Orange GameCube. Like that is absolutely something that I intend on being in my collection eventually.
They are so expensive that I haven't pulled the trigger on it.
They are so expensive, and they're Japanese only.
Yep.
And so it's like I really wouldn't be getting it for any reason besides just to have it.
Yeah, I mean, you could do some quick modifications on it.
Maybe I would do a shell swap. Maybe I would get like another like a platinum GameCube, because fuck platinum GameCubes.
I used to have one of those. They're inferior to the other ones.
I bought
mainly because they're missing one of the ports, which kind of sucks.
Not all of them. So I bought. I know which port you're talking about, and
Yep.
I actually need that port for the HDMI adapter that I have. And I bought a platinum GameCube when my day one purple GameCube died. I bought a platinum GameCube to salvage my day one. And so I took the parts that I needed out of the platinum one and fixed my old one.
Nice.
So I guess we do have to get wrapping up, but favorite special edition console, everyone go. Ben, obviously yours is R2D2.
Mm-hmm.
Tim?
God, that's really difficult. I'll
Just say
Nah, I'm gonna take Star Wars though. I'm probably gonna have to go with my my Darth Vader
Oh wow.
PS4.
Okay. I would probably say that Spice Orange GameCube is just too fucking cool to pass up. So
That's fair.
So the Spice Orange GameCube. Oh, something we didn't really mention is like special edition handhelds. So Tim, I know you mentioned your 3DS. But there was actually a very similar PSP to the PS4 that you have with like Darth Vader's face on the back.
Oh, didn't know that.
It's the one Eric
Oh
had.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. It's not really like a super comprehensive discussion around special edition consoles, but they're fun. I think that they're really hit and miss. I think when they're good, they're great, but most of the time they're not good.
Yeah.
They've definitely come down in recent years.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I think they peaked in the Xbox 360 era.
I would agree. Yeah, there are a lot more Xbox, like special edition Xbox 360s that I like as compared to like PS4s, and I feel like there are so many special edition PS4s. So yeah, I mean it's fun stuff. But Andrew's not here, so it's time for the weekly trivia challenge.
Oh boy! Can't wait to get it wrong for the 8th week in a row.
Trivia.
Okay. This week's trivia challenge.
God.
Remakes and remasters are all the rage these days, and with good reason. Resident Evil 2 and 3 and Final Fantasy 7 are being critically acclaimed. Of the following titles, which game has not gotten the remake or remaster treatment? A. Conker's Bad Fur Day. B. James Bond 007 Everything or Nothing. C. Dark Souls. Or D. Super Mario Bros. 3.
Pretty sure it's B. Ben?
Yeah, I guess probably B. I would be curious to play the remake of Conker's Bad Fur Day now that I know that it is.
That one, yeah, I'll talk about it in a sec.
So are you guys both saying B, final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are both correct. It is James Bond 007 Everything or Nothing, which, by the way, EA, if you're listening, remake that fucking game. That game totally deserves it. It was really awesome.
Okay.
What was it on?
It was on Xbox, GameCube, and I think PS2. Maybe not PS2. There's a
Was that the one where it started out? Was that the one that was like its own brand new story?
Yeah. Well, so
I
there
remember
were
that one.
3 of them that generation that were their own independent stories. There was Agent Under Fire, which was okay. There was Nightfire, which was fantastic, and there was Everything or Nothing,
Nightfire.
which was also really, really good.
I think Nightfire was actually the one I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Nightfire's the one that I played.
Agent Under Fire and Nightfire were both first person. Everything or Nothing was third person. Nightfire and Everything or Nothing are still games that are worth going back to.
Yeah. And Ben, as you mentioned, the Conker game, they did remake it for the original Xbox. Conker Live and Reloaded, absolutely fantastic. They fixed a lot of things.
They remade it on Xbox.
They remade it on the original Xbox, and honestly, it is shockingly beautiful. Like, it looks like an early 360 game.
Is it available on one?
It is.
It is backwards compatible. I don't know if you can.
I think you can buy it digitally for $10.
Definitely worth it at that point, then.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
Personally, I think it's the best way to play the game. Better than the N64 version. The only downside it has is that because they just were like, yeah, we're going to take a few swears out. That's pretty much all they did.
it
they
is a
toned down
very
little bit of the
controversial
language.
one because they removed a few things.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, it plays better, it looks better, and it's the same story. So,
Conquer Live and Reloaded. I'm pulling it up on the site right now. And then Dark Souls, of course, got Dark Souls Remastered on PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Was it last year or the year before?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's been a few years.
And then I didn't expect this one to trick Tim, but Ben, I threw Super Mario Brothers 3 in there trying to trick you, because hoping you would not remember Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo.
Yep, where the first 3 games got a huge facelift.
Yep. So...
Yeah, no, I was just like, well, the only one of those that would have practically not been redid would have been the James Bond one.
Yeah, the license was something that probably gave it away. The fact that it was a licensed game, those usually don't get remakes. So, well, that's all we have for you guys tonight. If you liked what you heard, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a rating and review on whatever platform you found us on. You can see everything we do, including our other 2 podcasts, No Refunds and Game Pass Anonymous, all in one spot over at coldnorthpro.com. We'll be back next week talking about whatever else happens in the next 7 days. So until then, reset.
Listen to us while you play games on your PlayStation or your Xbox on Spotify,
or on while you're crossing all them animals.
Yeah,
that's exactly. A good podcasting game for sure. I'm trying to see if you can buy it.
Live and Reloaded.
Yeah.